able to control this game throughout the second half.
Another reason New York has the lead is a decisive victory at the point guard. The matchup between Charlie Ward and Mark Jackson. Ward has outscored Jackson 14-3, has 4 rebounds to 1, 8 assists to 5, and has just turned the ball over 1 time to 3 turnovers by Jackson.
And in games 1 and 2, Mark Jackson dominated the play between them. So here at home at the Garden, it is Charlie Ward with payback and Allen Houston at the line. Well, Allen Houston said, we not only have to win Game 3, we have to win Game 4. We have got to get back in this thing, and the only way they can do it is to show the gritty play that they have displayed here in the second half.
Trailing by 1 at halftime, led by the spark of Charlie Ward and the scoring of Sprewell in Houston. New York has taken a 10-point edge. Reggie Miller misses a 3 out of bounds to the Knicks.
All they do is shoot threes. There's no movement, there's no cutting, there's no multiple players handling the ball. They just stand behind the line and let it fly.
Well, you know, we have seen in these playoffs where teams trick themselves into thinking that the way to win a ball game is with the three-point shot.
As opposed to that play, they bring it up one side, go to their main guy, Allen Houston. He draws some defense. They swing it to the other side, and Sprewell delivers. Team basketball.
Sprewell with 8 in the 4th quarter.
Look at Sprewell's feet moving. He's going to pick up the foul, however, on the drive by Jalen Rose. Ball movement, player movement, and good decisions by Sprewell and Houston have done away with that 4th quarter nonsense about, well, they haven't scored when they needed to.
Generally, when you guard Latrell Sprewell straight up out in front of the basket, you want to make him go left. You allow him to go right, he's going to get it every time.
Let's check with Jim Gray.
All right, Tom, just a bit of an update. Dr. Norman Scott, seated here at the game, still anxiously awaiting word from Beth Israel Hospital. He has not yet received the MRI results. He is hopeful that this is not season-ending for Marcus Camby. He went on to say that if Patrick Ewing improves as much as he did from Thursday to today, by Monday's game, that he expects that Patrick Ewing would be able to play and would be effective. Tom?
All right, Jim, so Marcus Camby, injured knee, 2nd quarter today. Results of the MRI still not back. Allen Houston, tough shot, no good. Offensive board by Sprewell, and he's fouled. Latrell Sprewell with 31 points in the game and a chance to make it 33.
Now remember in the Miami series how agitated, and even in this series, Van Gundy was about that rebounding. These guys have really done a great job on the board this afternoon. 8 rebounds, and he's always talking about our best players, Allen Houston and Sprewell. They've got a rebound, 8 rebounds this afternoon for Sprewell.
And 32 points.
How tough is this Knicks team, though, with everything going against them? Down 0-2, the endless list of injuries. Players ignoring their coach calling timeout at critical junctures of the previous game. Yet they come out and basically out-hustle, they outwork the Indiana Pacers.
Jalen Rose, 13 in this quarter, 17 in the game. He finally came alive.
Well, we might remind Bill that that was the 13 that they were down. So if they didn't score, Jalen Rose would have tied this game up.
Yeah, while the Knicks have gone on to score 11 more.
Rose. There's Jalen again.
You said they didn't have to score anymore. 15 for Rose.
And once again, it appears that home court will be powerful in this series. During the regular season and in the playoffs, the home team has won every meeting between these two, and New York leading here. Kurt Thomas gets the roll.
Charlie Ward, beautiful passing, hard, right into his wheelhouse.
Jalen Rose,
18.
And 22 in the game, 18 in the 4th.
Larry Bird knows this has been over for a while. He's been sitting down.
But you know what happened is they had individual stars in quarters, and they didn't have it collectively as the New York Knicks did in the 3rd. Allen Houston would have missed.
Well, the Pacers, if they want to win this series, granted they still have the home court advantage, but they better start coming with a little bit of an edge, a little bit of anger.
Well, they're still going to have a 2-games-to-1 lead pending Game 4 on Monday.
Well, what did you see here today that would lead you to believe that they would win the next game?
You could have said the same thing about the Knicks after those games in Indiana.
That's when they're at their best.
Discussion will continue.